Well, catching up on our birthday tea expeditiously. Were you born on April 19th? Happy birthday to you. Let's take a look at the book, shall we? The Day of Solid Control? Oh my. April 19th people attempt to exercise solid control over whatever they do. Although they often have star or pioneering qualities, those powerful people primarily exhibit endurance and earthliness. The concrete goals that they set may seem to others difficult to attain, but to those born on this day will simply be a matter of the course. Control rather than leadership is their principal focus. The greatest joys of the April 19th people is to build a well grounded career, system, or family setting in which they will have staying power. Indeed, all forms of power attract them. But the emphasis of this day is being able to shape and polish raw materials into an organic and worthwhile product. Thus, producing objects, ideas, or even children is very important for the April 19th people. In order for something to have meaning for them, it has to actually exist, which means often that they must create it themselves. They are also quite happy to work on improving someone else's product, giving it a new slant or making it more attractive. April 19th people are strongly attracted to powerful ideas and people. The danger is that in their admiration of others, they may fail to fully develop the potential that is latent inside themselves. Therefore, they do best when they discover early in life what it is that they do best and stick to it. They then stand a good chance of rising to the top of their profession. If they can learn to listen to their associates and recognize as well as benefit from their mistakes, they will move forward gracefully. If not, they may get into a rut and become condemned to a life of dull tasks and monotony. To be open to change is extremely important for the April 19th people, particularly in grabbing that once in a lifetime opportunity which comes along, often in their 20s. They will think of every reason in the world not to take it, but if they miss that chance, it may never come again. In addition, if at the crossroads of their life, usually around the age of 42 or a bit earlier for women, they say, April 19th people take the right turn. They will bask in the radiance, of happiness and success. If they take the wrong turn, they may find themselves shut out and unappreciated on a downward spiral. They must also be aware of getting sidetracked by the lure of glitter and the short term monetary gains, thus losing sight of their ultimate goal, which may demand denial and letting go of attachments. The key to those born on this day moving forward spiritually will be their resisting the desire to control every personal situation in which they find themselves. You cannot control everything, baby. You have to learn to let it go. They must not rob another person, particularly a mate or a child, of the right to make her own mistakes. Sometimes you got to let people make their own mistakes, baby. You just got to. Some people don't learn unless they make that mistake themselves. A desire to shield and protect, born of good intentions, may prove to be a denial of experience for those that are close to them. Those born on April 19th of the month are ruled by the number 1 and by the sun. Because the April 19th people are born on the first day of the Aries Taurus cusp, they are ruled by the number 1 and have a strong sun influence. They must be aware of the abuse of power, which can have disastrous effects on family and personal relationships. Since the Venus influence of Taurus comes into play on April 19th, those born on this day should perhaps tone down the fire of the Mars and the Aries ruler and the heat of the sun and rely more on the Venus qualities of beauty and harmony and social stability. Knowing when to be more aggressive and when to be more passive in life is particularly important for those born on April 19th. The 19th card of the major arcana of the tarot is the Sun and can be considered as the most favorable of all of the major arcana cards because it symbolizes knowledge, vitality, good fortune, and it promises esteem and reward. This card points the good qualities of clarity, harmony in the relationships, and a fine reputation. However, it also holds out to bad possibilities of pride, vanity, and false appearance, being fake. Beware of that, dear. Health. If those born on this day have a sedimentary job, they must be careful of gaining weight. Don't we know that, baby? You don't walk around some. A little bit of daily exercise would be essential to their health. In addition, it is important for them to get plenty of sleep. April 19th, people rarely develop sleep problems, but if insomnia emerges during periods of stress, they may do well to take hot baths with essential oils or seek out a masseuse, honey. Regular sex with a loving mate can do wonders for the April 19th people as well. April 19th people may be under tremendous mental strain due to their desire to control every aspect of their work. Learning to relax will be key in keeping them well. To this end, they may sit down to a nice leisurely meal, offering everything from bread, vegetables, and earthy foods to more exotic dishes and spicy meals as well. Now, here's a bit of advice. Don't get caught up in a control trip. Allow for spontaneity. Avoid getting stuck. Learn to listen and be open for change. Latch onto the train before it pulls out. Let others make up their own minds. Back off sometimes. Here's your meditation, dear. A daily thing you should remind yourself of. There is no power greater than the power of love. That is so very true. There is just about nothing that love cannot do. Happy birthday to you.